Right now, I'm very excited jumping to the kitchen because we are hungry. It's a Friday, and this recipe is for all of you entertainers out there, whether that is for a birthday party, any kind of celebration, Eid maybe, even Father's Day. But these choux buns this morning filled with mushroom and cheese, they are exploding with flavor, and Teresa's here to show us how to make it together with our friends at Sasko. You actually found it on the website.
That's right, on the Sasko website. There's loads of delicious recipes there.
That's amazing. Hello, Teresa.
Hi.
Good to have you on your Friday.
Thank you.
Are you ready for Father's Day?
I am, yes.
You
We've
sorted
got some big plans.
Oh, good. I won't reveal anything because, you know, maybe he's listening. But let's get into these choux buns.
All right.
Choux pastry.
That's it. This takes me back. This is, this reminds me of school home ec days, I have to say.
Oh, really?
One of the first things we learned to make. Shall I start with the pastry and you can do the filling?
What must I do?
All right, so we've got some cream cheese here.
Yes.
Some biltong dust, because it is Father's Day.
Hello, Dad, yes.
And some chives. So if you want to whisk that together, that would be great.
All right, I'll do that for you.
Over here, I've got some water in my pot here. And I'm going to add some butter. And you just want to heat this until the butter is melted and the water is just starting to boil.
Okay.
So
what's the key things to keep in mind when making choux pastry?
You want to keep your proportions right. So follow your recipe and measure everything properly.
Okay.
And there's some little things like when you add the eggs, you want to make sure it's not too hot. You want to mix it really well.
All right.
So,
well, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Well,
you know, that was like the easiest job in the world. Cool.
Right, I'm going to add some flour. So the butter's melted.
Yes.
And then we add the flour on the heat.
All
so we're going to put 2 scoops in there. Right, and there's a lot of mixing with this one.
Well, you take it away. Let's see.
We mix it all together. And basically, it's all going to come together into a ball. You mix it on the heat for about 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay.
And you can see it's all coming together.
Right.
So ordinarily, you would keep going.
Yeah, so you'll kind of just
keep going now for about 2 minutes.
Should I start filling our piping bag?
Yes, go for it.
Let me do this for us.
So this is our ready-made dough over here. I'm just going to add the eggs.
All right.
And again, just make sure that the dough is cool enough to you should be able to touch it with your hand before you add the eggs. Otherwise, you're going to have scrambled eggs in your choux pastry.
Yeah, we don't want...
It's not ideal.
All right. Now, the keyword is Sasko. SMS that to 33728. That's Sasko to 33728. If you want to get your hands on this delicious recipe, it's choux buns with mushroom and cheese. And there we go. I've just got the cheese part done. Look at that. And I didn't even make a mess.
Well done.
I didn't even make a mess. Perfect. So we're going to use this a little bit later. You'll show us exactly what we need to do. But that's it. Log onto our website, expressoshow.com as well. We'll show you how to make this. This is the perfect recipe. A nice little snack if you're having a little shindig, you know, for Father's Day. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this will come together now, obviously.
This will come together. You can pipe it onto your baking tray or spoon it on, and you bake it at 200 degrees for 20 minutes, 20 or 30 minutes. And it puffs up nicely, and then you can fill it up.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to show you that in just a second. But in the meanwhile, remember that keyword is Sasko. SMS that to 33728. If you've missed any of those important steps on how to make these delicious choux pastry buns, then here they are just again.
Choux pastry need not be a technical challenge. This savory Sasko version is the perfect dinner party canapé. In a saucepan on a medium heat, combine the water, butter and seasoning, and heat until the butter has melted and the water is just boiling. Add the sifted Sasko cake wheat flour and stir vigorously with a spoon for 2 to 3 minutes until the pastry comes away from the sides and forms a ball. Remove from the heat and allow to cool. Once cooled, add the eggs one at a time, beating after each addition until the pastry is completely smooth. Spoon the mixture into a piping bag and pipe equal-sized circles onto a lined baking sheet. Bake at 200 degrees Celsius for 20 to 30 minutes until golden brown and crisp. Prepare the delicious filling by melting butter in a frying pan and add the garlic and mushrooms. Fry for 2 minutes and season with salt and pepper. Add the lemon juice and thyme and fry for a further 5 minutes. Mix together the cream cheese and biltong dust. Once the buns are cooled, spoon in the cream cheese mixture and top with savory mushrooms. So simple and easy peasy.
And there you have it. The keyword is Sasko. SMS that to 33728 to get your hands on this recipe. Absolutely delicious. The flavors coming out is amazing. So with regards to the mushrooms, you've just kind of sauteed them out.
Sauteed them in a bit of butter, some garlic, some thyme, and lemon juice. So
all right,
very
cool.
easy.
And your choux pastry came together.
Yes, it did.
Which is great. And what's nice about it, it puffs up nicely, and that's what's nice. So what we've done is you make a little hole. It'll have it'll have a little bubble inside.
It will, yeah.
And then our filling, you just pop it in there. I'm going to be generous, eh? I'm going to be generous.
You have to, yeah.
Oh,
and then just pop the mushrooms on top and you're all done.
And there you have it. And you have this beautiful choux pastry filled with this cream cheese and the mushrooms on top. And that is the perfect snack. And Dad will love it.
He will.
I promise, because I will love it. I will love it. The keyword is Sasko. SMS that to 33728. Teresa, thank you very much. Look at that, eh? Breakfast. That's just the starters, all right? We've got a whole lot more recipes heading your way. But check it out on our website, expressoshow.com.
Sasko, baking together since 1930.